Today I'm talking about movie marketing, one of the most essential things you need to do in order for your movie to hopefully do well. And I feel like nowadays movie studios just aren't doing that. Like, what do you mean you made a $120 million movie and decided to not market the movie? Of course I didn't see fucking Megalopolis. I just found out about it yesterday. This video is just purely a rant about the modern state of Hollywood, I guess, and their lack of actually trying to make sure their movie does well. Because movies that I like bomb. Because they don't fucking market their movie and I don't understand it. I'm just gonna be spewing random bullshit and hope it makes sense. I'm like critical but I don't say pee pee poo poo every 5 seconds and I don't look like Jesus. I want to take you back to before COVID. Back when they actually gave a shit about marketing their movies. A time where you could not escape the big movie that month. Fast food tie-ins with Happy Meal toys.
Welcome to Burger King. Can I take your order?
Yeah, a Whopper. No cheese, no onions.
Or a Twinkie that has Shrek's face on it and they advertise the cream as Shrek's special goo. And toy aisles filled with merchandise for that one specific movie. Billboards, commercials, everywhere. So much stuff where you're like, damn it, I gotta see this movie now. What's all the buzz about? And then you find out it's fucking Transformers Age of Extinction. There was a time where you could not escape the movie. But then COVID hit. And at a certain point, studios were like, you know what? Let's not market these movies. Let's see what happens. And then now we're at a current state where they don't give a shit about marketing their movies, and then they're surprised to find out the movie bombs. Like, of course I didn't go see fucking Harold and the Purple Crayon. I didn't even know the movie existed until you told me it bombed. Nowadays, I feel like audiences' relationship with movies are split into 3 separate categories. Movies that they were already planning on seeing due to the hype surrounding that movie, or people saying like, hey, this movie was pretty damn good, you should go watch it, and then somehow it makes $1 billion. Or the last option, and the most common option, is that people don't find out the movie exists until after it comes out, and then they find out it bombed terribly. And then they're like, shit, that explains why I didn't hear about the damn movie. There's very few movies right now that have a really good marketing campaign that makes people go and see it. All the big movies that came out this year were purely because there was hype surrounding it. People were already gonna see Dune 2 because Dune 1 was so damn good. People were gonna see Godzilla and Kong the New Empire. And of course I'm gonna go see Deadpool and Wolverine. Even then, like, Deadpool and Wolverine had a fantastic marketing campaign. Like, you couldn't escape that movie. The only real movie this year that I think had a really good marketing campaign that made it do well was Inside Out 2. I didn't really care for the first one. I didn't really care for the second one. But in like the marketing campaign, like pretty good. Like I couldn't escape that movie. And then I hear the movie's actually good. And then I watch it. I'm like, well, the first one's better, but this is still pretty good. There's only a few movies that have come out recently that did well purely because of marketing. Nowadays, studios just don't give a shit to market their movie. They release the trailer and that's it. The Fall Guy came out this year. I bet you didn't even see that movie because there was no marketing for it. I watched it recently and it's like, damn, this movie's actually pretty good. Why didn't they market this movie? And of course, this leads directly into Transformers 1, which is the entire point of this video. I want to talk about Transformers 1. I grew up watching the Michael Bay movies, Transformers Animated, Transformers Prime. I even watched original G1. I am a huge fan of this franchise and I feel like the movies just didn't do a good job showing off what the franchise truly is. And I feel like Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie we ever gotten. It's the best animated movie we've gotten. So this movie is absolutely fantastic. It is by far the best Transformers movie I've ever seen. It's probably my favorite Transformers movie. I guess Paramount just doesn't want to market this movie at all. They released like 3 trailers for it, and that's about it. Like, there wasn't anything else to it. Like, obviously Transformers has the toy lines that they use to market those movies, which, like, in rare cases, like, those can help make the movie profitable. Like TMNT Mutant Mayhem, fantastic movie, by the way. There was literally no marketing for that movie, and the only reason why it actually is getting a sequel and why we're getting more stuff is because the toys sold so well. And Transformers 1, I don't think toy sales is going to be enough to save this movie. This movie so far is bombing hard, and to be fair, at making this video, it hasn't released everywhere, but still this movie is not doing well and I don't think it's gonna be saved. And it is such a shame because this is the best Transformers movie we've ever gotten, and their first trailer just left such a bad impression on general audiences that I feel like they just wrote it off as being a generic kids movie. That's like an entirely separate rant. Anyway, what was I going with this? Transformers 1 is a fantastic film, and currently Twitter's trying to save the movie, but I don't think it's going to be saved, and it's all because Paramount doesn't care to market their damn movies. Like, I bet that you were gonna see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 whether you saw the trailer or not, because you probably liked the first two movies, and you probably liked Sonic the Hedgehog, and you liked the funny hedgehog with the gun. You already were gonna see this movie because there was hype around it already. Transformers 1 had no hype behind it, and then they released a trailer to try to garner hype, but they do such a shitty job, and they don't do anything else to help promote the movie. So the movie just sinks and dies, and it's such a shame, because the movie is so good. Hi, it's me from 12 hours later. I filmed this video 12 hours ago and I just got around to editing it. And I feel like I should end this on more of a positive note, because this entire video is just me ranting. So I'm gonna do a review. I recently watched Murder Drones, an indie animated TV show by Glitch. I've been hearing great things about it, so I decided to check it out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed, but it's not bad. I just want to make that clear. The show's not bad. I don't hate it. I liked it, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of set my expectations a bit too high with it, which is why I normally don't do with TV shows. With TV shows, I set my expectations very low, so if the show sucks, I'm not disappointed by it. But with this one, I set myself a bit too high of an expectation, and I was a little bit disappointed by it. And also, to be fair, I wasn't really paying attention to it, so that could also be an issue. I liked the characters. I wasn't really vibing with Uzi at first, but then by the end, I'm like, you know what? Pretty cool character. I like the animation. The animation is fantastic. Holy shit, it's so good. And the story is a little bit convoluted, kind of a bit hard to follow, but I think I kind of understand it. But I don't know, man. I just kind of set my expectations a bit too high with it, but it is good. I would recommend it. I'm probably going to rewatch it to hopefully understand it better, and hopefully on the second rewatch I actually enjoy it way better, because I do like a lot of aspects of the show. I really hope they continue it. I know Murder Drones is over, but I hope they do like a sequel series to it, because by the end I really was invested in the characters and I wanted to see what happened next. Anyway, that's my review of Murder Drones. I would recommend it.